The plastic bag situation in my pantry is getting out of control. So I'm going to show you how an empty tissue box can rein all this mess in. Take one plastic bag and put it in bottom first to the empty box. Leave the two handles sticking out. Take a second bag, flatten it, and feed it through the handle loops. Give it a little bit of a bend and push that into the box as well. Repeat this process until you fill the box completely. Now you can neatly store your plastic bags and just pull one out as needed.
Take 2-wire cabinet shelves and 2 plastic bins. Bend the legs of the shelves towards the center. Place wire shelves in the rectangular bins. Place storage container lids in the grooves to make them accessible. Now you have the perfect plastic storage container organization. Take 2-wire shower caddies and weave them together, top pieces towards each other. They should meet at the edges of the bottom. Use zip ties to attach them to each other and on the sides to keep them connected. Cut the zip tie tails. Remove all pans from cooking storage and place shower caddies. Now you have the perfect storage for cooking pans, baking sheets, and cutting boards. Take wire shelves and use them for more efficient storage for your dinner plates and bowls. Take tiered shelves and make all your tumblers and mugs easier to find. There you have it, a cheap way to create your own smart storage for your kitchen for less than $20. I hope this inspired you to try these cheap kitchen organization ideas. Save boxes from online orders. Take an X-Acto knife and remove the lid flaps. Take hemp rope and a hot glue gun to begin wrapping the rope around the bottom sides of the box. Continue wrapping and gluing rope up the sides of the box. Flip the box over so the bottom is facing up. Take twine and begin gluing it to the perimeter of the bottom of the box. Work inwards towards the center. Take balsa wood oval or circle shapes and paint them with black paint. Print words to be displayed on the side of the box. These will be put on balsa wood in the font of choice. Cut them out and use pencil to cover the back of the paper. Then trace the font on the right side on the balsa wood. Use a chalkboard pen or a white paint pen to cover the pencil traced font. Allow time to dry. Use a hot glue gun to attach the labels to the side of the box. There you have it, an inexpensive way to create your own pantry storage for your home for less than $10. I hope this inspired you to try this organization repurposing project.
This is a great space-saving technique. I picked up these containers at Dollar Tree. They can be found in the travel section, and you get 3 for $1.25. The first thing I'm going to do is use some nice and strong super glue or E6000 and attach the magnets to the bottom of each one of the containers. While that's drying, I'm going to upcycle an old picture frame. On the back of this frame, I am going to add some magnets. Again, these are nice and strong so that this frame isn't going anywhere. Now I'm going to use these glittery black stickers I found just to put the word spices on the bottom of the frame. The lids of these jars are just white plastic lids, so I'm using a Sharpie to write the name of spices that I use most often right on top. Now it's time to fill up the jars. I'm using a funnel for the more fine spices, otherwise I can just pour them right in. Now it's time to arrange it on my fridge. I'm going to put up the frame first where I want it. This is on the side of my fridge, right next to my counter. Really easy to access when I'm cooking. And then I can just stick the jars right on the fridge inside the frame. The frame is just a nice decorative way to keep everything organized. I love having these right at my fingertips instead of having to dig through a cabinet. I'm able to buy my spices in bulk and just put a small amount into these jars and then use them as I'm cooking.
To start this project, pick up 4 bundles of vegetables from a grocery store in a netted bag. Remove all the produce from each produce bag. Start with 1 produce bag and roll it in on itself. Once it has been rolled, continue to do the same with the 3 other produce bags. Secure the outer net to one of the metal clasps on the end of the netting. Now you have a DIY scrub daddy for tough dishes. Take 1 to 2 old washcloths. Lay them flat. Take something circular in shape and a Sharpie. Trace the border of the circles 4 times. Take scissors and cut out each shape individually. Take a microfiber towel or rag and do the same thing. Take 2 of the washcloth circles and put them right side in. Take pins and secure right side in to each other. Grab a sewing machine if you have one, or just a needle and thread, and sew the majority of these circles together. Leave an opening that is about 3 fingers wide. Flip the right side out and then add fabric cut for the interior into this dish pad. Once the interior cloths have been added, hand sew the rest of the pad closed. There you have it, a cheap way to create your own DIY dish cleaning items using upcycled materials.
Head to the dollar store aisle with all of the baskets and grab one of those square, clear caddies, the kind that has 2 clips on the bottom. Fill it with items that you use often and that you want to see clearly when you open the door. When you're in the dollar store aisle, full of all those plastic bins, grab a cleaning supply bin that has different compartments and a handle. Fill the basket with baking items that you use frequently and arrange them in the caddy. Things like vanilla extract, baking powder, cooking spray, measuring spoons. Now you have an organized caddy of baking items that you can grab easily in one fell swoop from a kitchen cupboard. Pick up a set of 2 narrow plastic caddies at the dollar store. Clear some space in a kitchen drawer that is close to your coffee maker or teapot. Fill the caddies with individual coffee pods, tea bags, powdered water flavorings, some spoons, and even some paper napkins. The next time you are enjoying coffee or tea with friends, pull the already organized beverage caddies from your drawers and have everything available for your guests. Grab some wide baskets that are just a few inches tall at the dollar store. Open up those cupboard doors in your kitchen and take a good look at all those food cans and boxes that always seem to be disorganized. Fill one of your baskets with all of your canned goods. Group like items together and place them in the basket with the labels facing the same direction. Fill the second basket with all of your box mixes. Place the taller boxes on one side with the shorter ones in front of them. Place your baskets of cans and boxes in your cupboard or pantry drawer and always be able to find what you need on the spot.
I didn't want to pay for new wood shelves, so I decided to create something of my own. I purchased some sheets of plywood from the hardware store. They cost under $8 a piece. I cut my plywood to the size of the shelving as it existed in the pantry. Once I had the plywood pieces cut, I cut the 1x3s to the correct length. After that, I just added the plywood on top of the 1x3 and I used a nail gun to secure it in place. I set my wire shelving back in place and then added the new wood covering right on top of that. Once I had them all in, they looked great, but I definitely wanted to stain them to make them a little bit of a darker, richer color. I would recommend taking the shelving out and staining it somewhere outside, but I ended up just staining mine right in place.